Hey guys, okay, let's try to kill myself. Damn, that hurts my ears. I'm so glad. Mattel looks at me. Oh yeah. In the past episode, in case you didn't look, but we just finished having lunch with Lily and Hanako. We walked back to our classrooms. I have to turn that off. I'm sorry, my head is hurting so much. We went back to our classrooms and yeah, we basically went back. Shizune and Misha are not there today. So Mattel and it's in the class. Mattel was looking at. We're just having a talk with Mattel right now. I mean Batman. We're having a talk with Batman. So let's continue. But I can't. But I can't. So I have to forge it ahead. I just don't. I just don't know how to deal with people. I mean the other students, because I'm Corona. I'm talking to people and everything. So it's not that I'd be isolated or anything. I just don't know what to think about. The disability is like it feels like that I'm being impolite. If I pay more attention to them, it's weird to ignore them. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. The teacher scratches his cheek absent-mindedly, looking very unresponsive. These things. These things are only an issue if you make them one. Like Joker. You can talk normally with someone, even if they are blind or something. Not looking superficial. There's not a single student here who isn't just a normal kid behind whatever they seem at first glance. He says the same thing as Yuko did. Sorry, I had to start recording. I know they're right, but it's hard. How can you not consider, for example, Shizune's deafness? When the only way they communicate her is through Misha. Or Hanako. It's not like you can ignore her face, but oh my god. For once, I'm gonna say this one time. Thank you, Misha! Thank you! Thank you! Sorry about that, but I spoiled it. Teacher! Misha crashes in hand straight enthusiastic greeting, her voice loud and lively, enough to wake the dead from their graves. She starts towards the teacher's desk, with her bouncing step and hands energetically swinging with the rhythm. What rhythm? Patel, visibly dismayed at the interruption and mission in general, slumps in his chair. Kato. Misha stops in her tracks and looks around cluelessly, as if she's sensing from his tone that something's wrong, but has no idea. Yes? I've talked to you about volume control before. Yes. But she hasn't lowered her voice at all. And the teacher just rubs his eyes. I used to be like that. But then I found out, but then the bad things in the world started happening. So what is it? I need help. We are running out of supplies for the festival stands. This is a distress. She waves a pink slip of paper she's holding around. Feels like her hair. So go get more supplies in the art room. What's the problem with that? Plywood is always the problem. Last time we wanted more, there was only a little, but that time we just took it all and we went with that. Now we got none. There's like none left. So do you know where there's some? I don't understand. How would I know? To Chan, I mean the president thought that a teacher would know if there's plywood. Was she wrong? Patel looks like he's in great pain, frowning at the entire essence, and Misha doesn't get it at all. Looking at the two of them, the communique is terrible. While looking at a man being tortured by drilling his skull open while with the twin drills of Pink Doom, skull open while blasting pop music at full volume at the same time. I'm afraid I have no idea there's any plywood in the school, let alone where I would be to buy it, if there was any. What should I do? Perhaps try to Mr. Nomiya. Okay, I'm quite sure he would know where to find everything you need. I'm sorry, Batman's gonna kill me. To pry them from his cold, dead hands, but that's a different matter. I don't have time. We're so busy. She holds her head with both her hands, looking as despairing as it's possible for a person like her. Without even noticing, she crumples the note she's holding against her hair. Now that is so. Well, no, duh. The twin drills. I shouldn't even be fetching these things. There's so much to do, and we're falling behind schedule. Mattel looks at her gravely, then suddenly smiles. Smiling doesn't really fit his face. You better not be thinking what I'm thinking, Mattel. I wonder if you can get some temporary help. Dang, I'm not part of the student council. Don't look at me. He switches, staring at me focusedly with a hard expression, as if trying to say, "Go make some friends." Thought. Yeah, I guess I can give you a hand. Dun 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 dun. You can? Thanks to Chan. You're really nice. She pauses, does a double take, and then points to me with her finger, yelling, "Ah!" and looking very puzzled. Come to think of it, what's Chan doing here? Class is over. You should be having fun. We just had a little chat. Oh no, it's not attention, is it? Are you in trouble, Chan? No, I'm not. Is Chan a trouble teacher? I just said I'm not. No, he's not. Katawa sighs deeply, and I feel that I have to help Misha to get her off the teacher's back. So, what do you need? Here's a list. I can try to find the plywood from somewhere. There's none in the art room. She offers me the note she's holding. I take it, hesitating a bit. I said I'd help you. There's no implications on whether I'm joining the council or not. Aww. Still, thanks, Chan. Try to be quick. We are in a stall building streak now. We must hurry, hurry, hurry. She bounces out of the classroom, leaving me and the teacher looking at each other with something that feels like a silent agreement. Well, there, you have it, Kai. You have something to do now. Please don't sound so smug. Looking at the list with a number of items ringing from paint to plywood, all written with small, neat handwriting that is undoubtedly Shizun's, I heave a sigh. I'll be going then. Waving the long list imply at the teachers, I exit the hallway. The teachers' classrooms closest to ours are designated belonging to the oh god, my head. Belonging to the classes 3-2, 3-1, 3 and 3-2. And on the right side is 3-4, on the left side each door looking exactly the same. Further down that corridor, flowing through the exit door, waiting by the exit door, she is waiting to grab and kill you. Run, this is aperture. I forget the rest. Something. Want some cake? Well, not for you. Further down that corridor, still with identical doors, are rooms that I didn't think were used for classes. I guess the art room is not a classroom as much. I love the art room. I'm sorry, but if there was an art club, I would join it right away. Photography is the closest thing to an art club. I carefully push open the furthest door and peek in. It's a classroom, but seems rather badly kept or not in use. Am I in the right place? Oh, you'll be seeing someone new. Desks and chairs are all around the room, and a thin layer of dust settled on them. There are some easels in the corner, so at least this looks like the right place. The room is flushed in sunlight from the big windows, shadows creeping all over the desks. Specks of dust are dancing in the strange, stagnant air, making the beams of light almost visible. Jokingly, I call into the empty room. Anybody ho— Something catches my eye, and I stop mid-sentence. Hello! I'll give you a hint of her name. She's named after a Vocaloid. Sitting on a desk is a short-haired girl, carelessly wearing a boy's uniform with a fork between her toes, a morsel of food stuck firmly on the end. This odd way of dining seems to be caused by her apparent lack of hands, but her presence here is what takes me aback even more. Yeah, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I felt really bad for her as soon as I saw this. How did I miss her before? She's sitting in a corner, very still, but I still somehow took her as part of the furnishing, or statue at first glance. I'm not being too observant today as a whole. The girl seems to be frozen in place, staring at me with her huge eyes like a rabbit in headlights. Everything is a rabbit to you. She's staring at me, her mouth wide open, ready to accept the fork. I'm staring at her, mouth wide open, suddenly remembering I didn't finish my sentence and trying to think if I should. This weird stalemate keeping us both stunned into silence, punctuated only by the wall clock ticking rhythmically. Hello there. The girl stuffs the fork in her mouth, and is now staring at me expectantly while chewing this a bit awkward. Hello. Was told to pick up some supplies from here for some festival stalls. I didn't think there would be someone else here. There isn't. That's why I came here too. She picks up another fork. Doesn't that mean you're here then? Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna skip a bit of this part just because it's a little disturbing. She raises her eye, and also I'm only in 7th grade, so yeah. She raises her eyebrow as if she was suspecting my observation was false. You're pretty observant. I guess it does. But who are you? The girl is pretty straightforward, isn't she? I'm Nakai. I sound Nakai. Bonds. James Bond. I just transferred on Monday. I'm Rin. Oh, there we go. Rin. Tezuka Rin. Rin Tezuka. I won't shake hands with you. She is Okay, I like her. She is laughing at what she has. I would bro fist you. Do I have a bro fist yet? I don't have a bro fist yet, but oh well. I won't shake hands with you, but at least we know who we are now. That's very nice. The deadpan manner of talking makes it hard to determine whether she's joking about shaking hands or not. It kind of bothers me. Joking about these matters doesn't feel appropriate at all. While I'm trying to figure out what's appropriate and whether this girl is... She seems to have lost interest in me, and is now gazing yearningly back at her food. Can I continue my lunch? If you don't mind me, I won't mind you. If you need to get your stuff, supplies are at the back. Go right ahead, but lunch? School's already over today. What would you... Okay, so basically what happened was that Rin is guessing what your problem is. He doesn't know that you have arrhythmia, so she asks a bunch of questions. Says there's nothing wrong with the upper body of you. You're not missing any limbs, so I'm guessing the problem is in your pants. Now, as you can tell, I wouldn't want to say this. She says that apparently your tackled is something that's very wrong. So basically, you explain to her that you have arrhythmia.
Drop it.